Hello everyone, welcome to QA Stack. In this channel, you can find videos on software testing, which are really basic and helpful for people who are already in testing and want to learn more about software testing, or people who want to start a career in software testing. So without further ado, let's get started. Today, we are going to see stubs. Stubs, when it comes to backend testing, this is a very important concept, and if you are someone who's trying to learn backend testing, it is a must for you to understand what are stubs. So what are stubs actually? Stubs are used to replace the application service which are currently under development, that is not ready for use, or are external services, that is they are chargeable upon each transaction. So in those situations, we use stubs in place of these services. If you are not clear about the microservice architecture, you may go through the video. I will share the link down below, which is about the application service architectures in softwares. I suggest you go through that video first and then come back to understand what are stubs. So now, coming on to the second part, stubs are the dummy response which is generated and injected in the system in place of the actual services, which is similar to the response given by the service when it would be actually there in the system. Now, why do we use stubs? First, like I said, if there are external services involved in your application, each time you hit the service, that incurs some cost. And that is why it is beneficial to replace these services, especially in the testing environment, with stubs, so that you might save those additional costs incurred during testing. And second thing is time saving. Now, when an actual services returns you a response, it obviously takes some time to process the input and then returns you the response. But it may happen that in testing, we don't need to test that entire service working. Hence, it's beneficial to replace that service with stub so that we need not worry about anything from that service. We will just ensure that whenever that service is hit, it will give us the same hard-coded response which we have specified in the stub. Now, last but not the least, it is very cost effective because when we use stubs, we can detect the bugs earlier and we don't have to wait till all the services are ready and developed and ready for testing to start the testing. So hence, the bugs identified in this testing with stubs are very cost effective in fixing them. Then on the other hand, if we identify the bugs at very later after the UI is ready. So that was about the stubs. Okay, one more thing. Nowadays, there are several tools which provide inbuilt capability to create stubs and inject them in the application. Cypress is a very good example of them. If you want to see more details about how to create stubs in Cypress, I will post the link below and you may check out that video later. So that was about the stubs. Now, there are some drawbacks of the stubs as well. The first thing is you need to take care of this fact that even if you are testing with stubs, the final QA sign-off has to be given only after testing a complete round of sanity with the actual services in place without any stubs. This ensures that your application will work seamlessly in the UAT or production as well. You should never give a QA sign-off based upon the testing which you have done only with these stubs. At least one round of testing with actual services in place is required before QA sign-off. Second thing is, Automation could be a challenge because if we are having stubs in our application or mock services in our application, then in your automation framework also you have to do modifications to handle them, because tools like Selenium, APM, they don't provide inbuilt stub handling capabilities. You might have to use softwares like ViaMock, Mockito, etc. for stub creation and request matching. So hence, we can conclude that stubs are very critical for backend testing. They are having a lot of advantages, but you have to make sure that you are considering these two factors also while performing your testing with stubs, and you're good to go. So that was it about these stubs. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to learn more concepts on the backend testing, I will post down the links below. You may check out those links, and stay happy and stay healthy. Thank you, everyone.